Let's move on to Anchor Capital. It's a Johannesburg-based asset management business founded by Peter Armitage.
We know them well. Also been doing this roll-up thing. Peter's been great. It's listed fairly recently. We can look at the share price in a minute, but
Market
it looks
cap 1.3 billion rand. Trades PE here of 12.5. Dividend yield 4.8%. This is the new bright shiny thing on the block.
Let's look. You were a fool not to be in them, but let's look at the share price. Unfortunately, in recent times, it's gone down from an all-time high just below 20 rand.
So is it still the new bright shiny thing, or are the days sort of behind them?
It's certainly not the new bright shiny thing. The glass has come off quite considerably. I think it really ran too hard in the beginning. The expectations were far too high for this business. They really hit the market with a splash, and then they had some early wins. They bought a few asset managers underneath them, and then they launched a offshore platform which was quite clever, the Astoria, which gathered quite a lot of assets under management for them, and it was quite a clever structure where they listed a vehicle on the AltX with a dual listing in Mauritius, and therefore you didn't have to use your foreign exchange allowance to get offshore exposure. But a lot of the time South Africans have been caught betting against the rand, and that has really, I think, participated in their decline, because a lot of, I think, people went into Astoria and they've lost money, unfortunately. So it's not, as you said earlier, really, it's really not easy to completely be right on the market all the time. And that has really led to its sort of a gloss coming off, and the share price quite heavily off as a result.
Let's just look at that share price graph again, Paul. And
the numbers there are,
here,
as you can see, it goes all the way from 4 rand to 20. So you were a fool not to be in it, but then since then it's come all the way down to below 8. So that's a concern, although I think it's also a function of some of the businesses they bought didn't have the investment performance they were hoping for. So the assets under management have continued to grow, but not at the rate that was suggested by the rating of the share. But I like the guys.
Can it be a comeback story? Can we go all the way back to that 20 rand level?
The problem when you get people excited is you attract all sorts of, nog schleppers who come along and buy the shares and get excited, and then, they don't do well, then they sell the shares, and then it's all
What
mess.
are noch schleppers?
It's a Yiddish word which means someone who comes along for the ride, and then when you don't need them anymore.
Free riders.
Free riders. All right, there we go. Hot or not on Anchor Capital.
At this valuation, I would give them the benefit of the doubt and
go hot.
And be hot on it. Yeah.
I'm going to say not hot for the share price, but I would back the team to continue, on this vein and bounce back at some point in the future.
You still need to see Peter Armitage at social functions, don't you?
He's going to slap me.